We're looking at homework from section 9.2. This is question number 4. Match the regression equation with the appropriate graph. So, we have these 4 options for regression equations. Now, the number that's next to the x is called the slope of the line. 2 of those slopes are negative, 2 of those slopes are positive. So how could we tell the difference between these graphs? When a graph has a positive slope, then the line will go up from left to right on the graph. And when the graph has a negative slope, it will go down from left to right on the graph. So when we look at these graphs, we have 2 that are going up from left to right and 2 that are going down from left to right. The 2 that are going up will have positive slopes. The 2 that are going down will have negative slopes. We just need to figure out which one's which. So when I look at the first graph, that has a negative slope. How do we determine which one of these 2 negative slope equations go with that? It's all about the second number in the equation. The constant term at the end is what's called the y-intercept. So one of the y-intercepts is 21,592. The other one is 27,214. So when I look at the first graph and I follow the path of the line, if I keep going up, this line is going to go above 20. It's going to go above 25. So I'm looking for the second number to be above 25, which would lead me to the y hat equals negative 0.705x plus 27.214. The other y-intercept value is 21.592, which is a little bit too small. So the first graph has the equation y hat equals negative 0.705x plus 27.214. And while we're at it, we might as well put the other equation on the other negative slope graph. So the fourth graph has the equation y hat equals negative 1.361x plus 21.592. Now we're left with the 2 graphs that have positive slopes, and we need to determine which one is which. So when I look at the second graph and we follow the path of the regression line, we can see that as it travels down towards the y-axis, the value is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and right here it's at 20, and it will continue down under 20. So the second number in the equation, the constant term, the y-intercept value, should be less than 20. In the first equation, we have a y-intercept of 21.958, and in the second equation, we have 9.588. So the one that fits that second graph is the 9.588 because the value would have to be less than 20. So that means the second graph will have the plus 9.588 at the end, and the third graph will have the plus 21.958 at the end. So we'll put each one of those on its correct graph. And that's your answer.